Today we got our bench workout on with Tim Lewis, who's a competitive arm wrestler, and he's from Philadelphia, actually, the complete opposite end of Pennsylvania. And he was out here and he's doing a seminar for arm wrestling and such. And he's seen our gym online, a lot of us lifting, and he goes, "Hey man, I want to come out and I want to have a bench workout with you guys." He goes, "We're pretty similar in strength." And I mean, he is a very good bencher. This guy's a 198 weightlifter, and he has best touch and go is 455, I believe, is what he said, and 485 in a slingshot. Well over twice his body weight. And I said, "Yeah, man, come on out and let's get a workout on." As you can see, his biceps are monstrous, and we don't have monstrous biceps here. Matter of fact, we really don't train arms too hard. And today we thought, like, hey, let's get some arms in, and we never got to it. Go figure, right? But we're all warming up here. And a week ago, if you guys saw the video I posted with Southside, I tweaked my bicep tendon and I didn't get to finish the workout. So I started out doing sets of 10, and I hit 225 for 10, and that's what everybody's hitting, 225 here for reps, getting the blood flowing and whatnot. And that shoulder felt all right. It just felt really, really tight, and we kept going from there. But Tim here just goes straight up to 315 and hits it for a few reps, and that's his training style, he said. And he realized, like, we do so many warm-up and working sets before we even get to our workout weight. As you'll see through the video here, when Dan and Ty, they're going to hit 245 here for reps and stuff, and just to get the blood flowing. And I'm doing a set of 10 right now with 245, and my shoulder's feeling good. It just feels tight, no sharp pain, nothing. I got full range of motion, so stretching this week definitely paid off, and taking the week off of bench helped a lot. And here's Dan. He's going to kill 245. That looks easy. He's just working on speed, and he wants to build himself into that weight, and that's what Tim started to realize, like, wow, we do a ton of working sets instead of jumping, quarters at a time or even 45s at a time and stuff. So he even backed himself down today and did a ton of working sets with us, and it was really nice to exchange the style of training from ourselves to him, and I usually jump a little bit more in my bench, but today, I wanted to start with 225, and right now I'm doing a set of 10 with 265 and keep working up by 20 pounds and getting that blood in there and getting quite the pump rolling. But now you got Dan here at 275, kills it for 3, all pause reps. And I would be doing the program that him and Ty would be on right now, and Ty's also warming up with 275 right now. And this kid's only 18 years old. By the way, very, very strong 18-year-old kid. He can rep 500 pounds in a deadlift and easily rep in the 400s for squat and 300s in the bench. And I believe Tim's at 335 right now, and he's going to do a set of 5. And this guy is very controlled and very, very strong. And he was wondering, like, why we move the reps as fast as we do and stuff. And I was explaining to him that a lot of us work on speed, and we're gifted with quick twitch muscle fibers, so that way moving the weight as quickly as possible, right around 75% to 90% of our max, is the most beneficial thing for us. Like me doing this much volume, I never do this much volume in my bench, but because I said I hurt my shoulder, I wanted to get the blood in there and get back into the bench. And I mean, I got 285 here for a set of 10, which is, I thought, pretty impressive because I never do sets of 10. Dan right now is just going to do a single 295, get a feel for it, blows it up. He's still not at his working weight. Like I said, we do a ton of workout sets and stuff that are probably harder than most people's workouts alone, and they're just our warm-ups to get to the working set. But you always want to make sure you're nice and warm and you're loose going into it. And then we got Tim here with 365. Like I said, this guy competes at 198. He's almost twice his body weight here. But this is how his reps are. He grinds through the reps. He's not really grinding through the reps. He's just very, very strong. He has a lot of strength. He can do a lot of reps close to his max. That's pretty darn good, touch and go, 365. And I'm at 305 here. And I get this for 10 as well. Kind of surprised I do, and how skinny I look. Real, real skinny and real long. Not very good for bench press, but I'm not going to lie, 305 for 10, I'll take it. Not too bad. But later down the road, I hit 325, but I'm pretty sure I fail at 7. And this is Dan's last warm-up set with 315, and I'm pretty sure he just hits this for a single, kills it. So much speed, and he's also a 198 lifter too. He's only 198 pounds, and he's pressing 390 for a touch and go is what he got last week. He's going to hit 405 here come May at our competition. Tyler's also coming to compete too. Kills 315. And Tim takes his weight up here to 370 actually. He just wanted to do a 5-pound jump, which was a good call for him because you could tell muscle fatigue was setting in a little bit. But still very, very strong through his reps. Very good control. Definitely a guy who reacts more to reps than the higher weight, lower rep kind of programs. And that's what we were discussing earlier, what program would be best for him and stuff. And I think, volume programs would be best for him to increase his bench press. And then here's my 325 set. And almost get that double-digit mark, but it's all right, My shoulder's not hurting, and I even fail here, and it still doesn't bother me. I go to the slingshot next just to get a feel for heavyweight. And this is Dan's first working set. He's doing my 6x3 program, which I would have been doing with these guys, but my shoulder wouldn't have been able to handle that kind of volume at that kind of weight. I would have had to do 390 today for 6x3, and that wasn't going to happen, unfortunately. And then Ty here, he's doing the same weight as Dan. They've been working off the same percentages, but he trained back, I'm pretty sure, a few days ago, so he just was fatigued and burned out. And believe it or not, your lats, rear delts, a lot of your upper back play a huge part in the bench press, for sure. And then Tim here takes it down to 325, and he wants to see how many reps he gets with it, and I'm pretty sure he gets 8, Very controlled. Monstrous arms, my God. I look so damn skinny when I'm down on the bench there compared to him. But yeah, he gets that 8th rep and just couldn't really get much more after that. He takes it up, and that's the end of that, and Ty racks it for him there. And then this is me going for, what did I do? Oh, tried 5 pause reps with 345 here. I think I got 4. And my shoulder was feeling good, considering I pretty much did 6 sets of 10, almost 6 sets of 10, and then go into this and decided to do some pause reps and stuff. I was very, very happy with it, considering how fatigued and burned out I was. And Dan's 345 again here, and you're going to see all of his working sets today and how he hits them differently and so on. But for the most part, he's blowing this up. Every set and every rep was a PR for him today. He's never touched his weight for more than 2 reps, yet alone pause. He's paused every single rep today. And then Ty on this set, was just too burned out. And from there, we threw the slingshot on him and stuff, because in our training program, we don't like missing reps. We either force the reps out to feel the weight, because you see right here, and then his technique started to fail. Shows you can get hurt, and your central nervous system only knows to press to that distance where the weight stops if you continually do that. So you have to make sure you finish your reps off. And that's why the slingshot here is a great training tool for us, so that we can feel that heavier weight at full range of motion. And we're all raw lifters and stuff, and I'm not knocking on equipped guys, you know what I'm saying? Those guys have a hell of a skill and are very, very strong in themselves. It's just, we like to do it raw, and the slingshot is a great training tool for us and whatnot. This is, Dan's 3rd set here with 345. Still killing it. Very, very strong. And when Southside was here last week, they're like, man, you have such a narrow grip for your bench. But we're also taller and we got longer arms, so we could go wider, but I actually feel comfortable in a little bit more. Like, my grip's about the same as Ty's. I put my ring finger on the ring on the bar, and it just feels comfortable that way. Any wider does not feel, I don't feel strong. It stretches my chest out way too much. But this kid reps out 345 for 5. No problem. Goes 365 and keeps on going there. I decided to add this in here because his arms are so big. Dan had to help him into the freaking slingshot. And I was like, oh, man, I wish my arms were big enough to, be forced into the slingshot by a partner. And Tim here, he's going to kill 385. Very, very strong and controlled, like I said. And then we had great talk. I wish I would have got it on video here for you guys about training programs, what would be best for him, what's best for me, and everybody else, and our biomechanics, and pretty much your genetic makeup. Do you have quick twitch muscle fiber? Do you have slow twitch muscle fiber? And I would say, you can argue it if you want. I have a lot of quick twitch muscle fiber, and that's why I can't rep that well, but I can max high. And we like to move the weight quickly, like I said, and Dan is doing a great job. I want to say he had the best day out of all of us in the bench. Murdered it, And that's because he said he drank a Four Locos last night, so he credited it to Four Loko. So for you guys out there, maybe you want to try Four Loko if you're of age. I'm just kidding. Don't do it. But here's Ty with 365. Murders it. Not a problem for this kid. I almost want to say he might be a better equipped bencher. But, I know Ty. He's going to want to stay raw and everything. He likes to do what we're doing here in the gym, and he's such a strong kid. Only 18 years old, and it's only a matter of time until, he's better than everybody else here in the gym. And Tim here almost gets 5 with 405. He gets the 4 and then tries for the 5th and just needs a little bit of help. But still, 198 pounds and repping twice his body weight with the slingshot. Very, very, very impressive. It's hard for me to get to twice my body weight with the slingshot on. And this is my last working set. I just wanted to get back to where I was. Feel 405, good little pause, grind through it, and that's it. Swallow my pride, save it for next week. I don't want to get hurt, and keep on progressing there so I'm healthy for the meet. And here's Dan. I'm pretty sure he was shaky on this set, just a little out of control. Yeah, a little out of control with that. It was accelerating on the way down, and then he decelerated real slow into his chest, which is fine for an eccentric movement, but killed his groove. You always want to be consistent. Make sure you press it up, hold it, feel the weight, descend then. You don't want to be out of control and just have the weight falling, because now you're fighting gravity and everything. So always like to be in control of our weights here. And Ty repping out 385 with the slingshot. And then he grinds through this rep. He's telling Tim, he's like, I got it. But he keeps his hands there just in case. But great fight. Shows he's got heart and pushes through it. Just a great training session all in all. And like I said, Dan had the best one by far. He's going to be hitting 400 here for sure in our comp, like I said earlier in the video. And this set was a lot better. You see how he's holding the weight, and he controls the weight much better, and it's an even descent, and he just presses right through it. That was the difference between his last set to this set. More control, feels the weight at the top, controlled descent. Definitely a big improvement. Ty here getting 405 in his hands. Easy reps. Grinds through that one. On this third rep, though, he gets stuck. The weight starts to tilt. I tell him, just take the bar. Ain't worth getting hurt. And Tim knew the same thing. Not worth getting hurt. Over, Live to lift another day. And this is 430 on the bar right here. And he wants to go for it. And he does, but needs a little bit of help. But hey guys, I wanted to thank you for watching the video. Please share it. Please subscribe. If you got any questions, hit me up, comment, or message me on Facebook. We'll go from there.